two speedsters back there. Whoever catches it, Pinkston or Lyles, they can take it to the house. So back in Scott Central up 5 yards, definitely an advantage for Forrest. Should get good field position starting out. We'll take it to the house. So get a little bit of good blocking. We can have some good field position to start off, and it's very much a key to get the first score of the ball game. I think a momentum swing is going to be huge in this ball game.
As we expect this to be a defensive battle, it's going to be a contest of field positions, and like I said, it really needs to Bearcats need to get started with good field position. As Levatas turns it up, nowhere to go as he's taken down along the 27-yard line. As the blockers were there, but they ran off and left him and let everybody get through as Levatas ran into a host of blue jerseys. As your Scott Central Rebels are wearing blue, Bearcats in the away whites, and both of them have some good-looking uniforms, Jason. They look clean and ready to go, and I expect them to be a little bit bloodied and dirtied before the game is over.
Oh, there's no doubt. And they all have good-looking players, good-sized players. They're both well coached. Mickey Brown's been here for a long time. Won a state championship, so he knows how to coach up a football team to get his team ready. So you can guarantee the Rebels will be ready, and it's going to be key for Forrest to get that first down and get the ball moving.
Bearcats come out in I formation as your quarterback, Levatas Lyles, is under center. Back deep for the Bearcats, I'm assuming that is going to be Ronnie Patrick, and it is. Pass on the first play of the game is caught, but is right along the line of scrimmage, is caught on the ground by number 8, Zach Reed, as he catches it. No gain on the play. He's going to bring up second, give him a yard, bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Bearcats.
And Coach Boswell trying to come out and catch the Rebels off guard maybe with a pass, as they've been predominantly a run team, so trying to catch them off guard, a little low pass.
2nd and 9 now for your Bearcats. You've got Quillian Jones, Ronnie Patrick in the backfield. I see Zach Reed on near side. Looks like Mark Hawkins on the far side. No, it's going to be Chase McClendon on the far side. Ball comes out. Bearcats run. Ronnie Patrick on the run, fumbles it, and Scott Central gets it. Scott Central's going to take over on the Bearcat 24-yard line. Tough break for the Bearcats as they're going to drop the ball on the ground at the 24-yard line. The pitch to Ronnie Patrick gets out of his hands, falls to the ground, and he's unable to corral it back in, and Scott Central starts out this game on fire, Jason.
Well, there's no doubt that's
in the stud all year long on defensive end for the Bearcats. As Scott Central comes out, 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback takes a snap, gives it to the number 3 for Scott Central. That is Deontay Brown, who takes it up, carries it, picks up about 3 yards as he carries it down to the 21-yard line. Well, excuse me, they were spotting him up along the 17-yard line to pick up about 7 on the play. Pick up a 5 on the play, bring up 2nd and 5.
I was going to say, Vance, he got a good surge right there when on his initial hit. He got hit around the 3-yard mark, but he did an extra surge. Powerful player, picked up the extra 2.
Well, both quarterbacks tonight have got sophomores in, as Johnny McGee is a sophomore quarterback for Scott Central. In the backfield, he's got 44, Chris Ficklin, the player of the game last week, and number 2. The handoff is to Ficklin as he hits the middle. Is hit, but not wrapped up by the Bearcats, and he bounces out and will score. As he is met at the line of scrimmage, but nobody wrapped him up. He bounced off of him, turned the corner, and scored, and Scott Central out to an early lead in this ball game as they're going to take a 6-0 lead as they attempt the extra point. And Jason, you said they go for 2 a lot of times, but I believe I see a kicker out there this time. The kicker is Colton Bell, a junior, number 4. You see, no, he's holding. Excuse me, Colton Bell is the holder, kicking. I think, Jason, I'm not sure who's kicking.
That should be Xavier Triplett.
All righty. So number 52, Xavier Triplett Jr. will be doing the kicking duties. Colton Bell doing the holding. And Scott Central jumped out to an early lead as they attempt the extra point. The holder waits a snap, high snap, down, kick is up, and it is no good. So Scott Central takes a 6-0 lead against the Bearcats. We're going to send it back to WQST. This is the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. Back deep to receive the Bearcats after the Scott Central quick score off of the Bearcat fumble. Good kick this time. Carries down the middle. Is going to be taken by Pinkston along the 10-yard line. The speedster Pinkston as a whole breaks his tackles, stays on his feet up along the 33-yard line before he's taken down. Jason, he breaks that tackle, and he might not have got stopped.
Yeah, I guarantee you, they caught him just right there at the end. You're exactly right, Vance. He had 2 blockers in front of him, 1 man to beat. I'd say Pinkston would have scored on that one, but they caught him. Touchdown saving tackle by Scott Central. Now, if you're Forrest, you just got to get your feet back under you, get some momentum, burn up a little bit of clock. And Vance, they missed the extra point, being 6-0. That could prove big.
All right, 32-yard line, 1st and 10. 10 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Levatas Lyles, your quarterback, goes into a spread offense with 4 wide receivers this time. His referee's got a little timeout. Looks like a commercial timeout, is it, Jason?
No,
TV timeout.
There you go.
All right, got to get the right ball in there. I think we had Scott Central's ball in there instead of the Bearcat ball. So Levatas back at quarterback. He's got one running back in the backfield with him. That's Ronnie Patrick. 4 wide receiver sets with Chase McClendon, Zach Reed. Mark Hawkins goes in motion. Running the pitch to the inside this time. New play for the Bearcats as Ronnie Patrick takes it up along the 40-yard line. Pick up of 8 on the play. Jason, that's a new little inside pitch there.
That really is, and you got to hit that pitch just right because he's right there in front of you. That could be dangerous, but picked up big right there, caught Scott Central off guard. Looked like Levatas was going to take it up the middle. He pitched it just perfect.
Levatas had 2 options that time. He had Ronnie Patrick going up the middle for the pitch, and he also had Mark Hawkins on the outside for the pitch. So that could be a good play for the Bearcats if they keep executing that. That's a new one for us. I like the way that looked. All right, we've got at tight end, you got Marshall Jones in at tight end. You got Chase McClendon, Zach Reed, Mark Hawkins in trip wide receivers to the near side. Ronnie Patrick in the backfield with Levatas. Levatas takes a snap, the quick throw to Mark Hawkins as he gets it to the 42-yard line before he is knocked back. Let's see what kind of spot we get, Jason. Looks like they're going to spot it along the 41-yard line or just over the 40.
About a generous spot right there.
I thought he got more than that. Like I said, he got it and got over the 40 before he's knocked back. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 1 now for the Bearcats.
Big 3rd down right here for the Bearcats. Going to have to get this one to keep momentum going, or Scott Central keeps things going. So huge 3rd down for Levatas Lyles and his troops.
Nose of the football sits on the 41-yard line. They need the 42 for the first as the Bearcats come out in I formation with Quillian Jones and Ronnie Patrick in the backfield. The handoff is to Ronnie Patrick as he turns the corner, has the first down, carries it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped and taken back, but he gets the first down. So that will be first down Bearcats.
Wow, big first down right there. And that was a close one. They hit him on the initial hit. But as you said, Vance, that initial surge, he barely got over that first down mark by inches, but he did pick it up. Big first down for Forrest, and we're in business.
So 8:34 left to go in this first quarter of play. Bearcats trailing 6-0 against the Scott Central Rebels. Bearcats come out this time in the spread offense again. You got 4 wide receivers. You got Marshall Jones spread out wide to the near side along with Mark Hawkins. Ronnie Patrick in the backfield with Levatas. Far side is Chase McClendon and Zach Reed. As the Bearcats down and Levatas waits to snap, Mark Hawkins goes in motion. Fakes the handoff to Mark Hawkins. Levatas keeps it. Pickup of maybe 1 on the play as he carries it up to the 44-yard line. Give him a yard on the carry as he's quickly taken down by the Rebel defense.
I tell you, Scott Central's quick, and you can tell they've scouted this Forrest team well. They're going to keep their eye on Levatas Lyles, Ronnie Patrick, and they're right there on every play, so not going to catch Scott Central off guard. Excellent defense, well coached, so these are going to be some hard-fought yards for Forrest.
4 wide receiver set again with 2 wide receivers in the near side, 2 to the far side. Ronnie Patrick and Levatas in the backfield. Mark Hawkins goes in motion. High snap given to Ronnie Patrick, who's quickly hit in the backfield. Give him 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 this time for the Bearcats. Ball is spotted right at the 45-yard line. Big 3rd down for the Bearcats.
Really is big 3rd down. And what I've noticed with Scott Central, they're not missing their tackles. You know, we're maybe 1 guy from picking up 4, 5, 6 yards, but they are not missing any tackles. So as you said, Vance, this long 3rd down right here, and almost a passing down situation is stingy as Scott Central's been against the run.
Give Scott Central credit, the coaches credit, because they have taught these boys to wrap up. They are not arm tackling. They are taking people down. So 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation for Levatas. He takes it. He wants to throw, rolls to his far side. Pitch and caught that time by, I believe that is Zach Reed. He's still on his feet over the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Before he is run down along the 35-yard line of Scott Central. Big play, Jason.
That was a huge play. Good job from Levatas Lyles. He rolled out to the right, and as he was on the run, did a quick throw right out there. And excellent catch, excellent run, big first down Forrest.
Great job that time by Levatas, and give Zach Reed credit for the yak yards after catches. He caught the ball and picked up another 10 to 15 yards running it as that ball is spotted just over the 35-yard line, maybe the 34-yard line of Scott Central. Mark Hawkins goes in motion. The handoff to Ronnie Patrick. As he drops the ball again, Jason puts the ball on the field. It looks like Scott Central has it again. Another costly turnover for the Bearcats. It's just when they've got momentum and drive going, they drop the ball, put it on the turf, and Scott Central picks it up.
In these kind of games, Vance, you cannot afford to cough it up and give it up big right there. As Forrest looked like they had the momentum get going, so they're going to have to stand up on defense. They're going to have to get their heads screwed on straight. And those
1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line, 6:48 left to go in the first quarter. Scott Central holding on to a 6-0 lead. The handoff to Ficklin this time, who is quickly wrapped up and taken down. No gain on the play as that Bearcat defense was right up there on the line, Jason.
Oh, there's no doubt. They were right there on the play. Big 81 Marshall Jones, who's been the playmaker, is fired up out there on the field, getting his troops fired up. And the Bearcats going to have to stop that run. And I would say 95 to 90% of the time, that's what Scott Central will be doing, is running the ball.
You're right, Jason, as you got Johnny McGee, your sophomore quarterback, in the ball game with Ficklin in the backfield. Ficklin, their main running back. Ball goes out. It's on the ground this time as Scott Central fumbles, but they are able to corral their own fumble and fall right back on it, give them a loss of 2 on the play as that backs them up to the 33-yard line. As Ficklin able to fall back down on the ball, it looks like an exchange from the center, Jason.
You're exactly right. So this will be a huge third down for the Bearcats to get the stop right here. It's going to be third down advance and a long 11. Scott
Central 3rd and 11 now. As they drop back to pass, McGee wanting to throws it over the middle. It's caught along the first down marker. Let's see what happens. He's taken down. I believe he's going to get it, Jason. Is that no passing attack work for him, Jason?
Well, he did. He was wide open out there. We gave him a good cushion out there on the outside. When he threw it, he had the first down so far. It's given a big cushion on those passes, which we've seen quite a few times, trying not to get beat by the deep ball, but that one hurts him right there. Big first down as the Scott Central receiver was wide open.
Looked like one receiver went downfield, and the Bearcats were unable to cover him as Scott Central picks up the first down as they get the ball up over the 45-yard line. Not quite to the 46. 5:42 left to go in the first quarter. Scott Central leads 6-0 against the Bearcats. McGee takes a snap, gives it to Ficklin, and Ficklin breaks some tackles, still on his feet, carries it over the midfield stripe to the 44-yard line of the Bearcats. Another first down for Ficklin, Jason.
I tell you, their offensive line doing a good job of blocking and making the hole, and Forrest not able to get there and fight through those blocks. As Scott Central doing a good job. Looks like those pulling guards are coming around and making some big blocks to free it up. So Scott Central looks in control right now of the ball game.
The offense is doing good. The defense is stopping the Bearcats, causing some fumbles. As your quarterback, McGee, for Scott Central, you got Chris Ficklin in the backfield along with number 2, Eric Wagner, I believe is the number. Excuse me, that's number 3, and he takes the ball. That's Dante Brown. As he is quickly taken down by the Bull, LaPaul Blaylock takes him down along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Yeah, the Bull got in there. Big LaPaul Blaylock got in there and hit him initially, and there was nowhere for him to go as LaPaul drove him back, put him down for no gain. So big play by LaPaul, just look what the Bearcats needed. As Vance, we have got to get a stop here. This Scott Central defense is not giving, looks like it's going to be stingy all night, so we got to keep it in low scoring.
Got to get the ball back and got to cut back on the turnovers. Scott Central is driving the ball. They started along their own 35-yard line as they've picked up 25 yards on this drive. As McGee goes under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Ficklin, gives it around the outside is Brown, and he carries it for another first down inside the 30-yard line, Jason, of the Bearcats, before he is pushed out of bounds. Where is that spot at? It looks like it's going to be along the 35-yard line of the Bearcats. 4:07 left to go in the first quarter. Scott Central leads 6-0 as McGee goes under center. Takes a snap, a lot of movement on the line. Ficklin hitting the backfield and quickly taken down. That's going to bring up 4th down, Jason, but I believe they're in 4-down territory.
You're exactly right. Number 50 that time was all over him, and that was big Drew Evans. As Drew got in there and made a huge hit on the defensive line, it's going to be a 4th down. You're exactly right, Vance. They're going to go for it. Why not? They've been getting about 3-4 yards a lick, so Scott Central can go for it. Scott Forrest right here make a big stand, Vance. That'd put the momentum right back on our side. Huge.
Ficklin lost a yard on the play as they need the 34 for the first down. The ball is spotted along the 37, so it is 4th down and 3 yards to go for Scott Central as they're going for it on 4th down. McGee takes a snap. Miscommunication is McGee's going to be taken down for a loss. It looks like both running backs ran into each other. McGee didn't have anywhere to take it. He put up a fight, didn't he?
I guarantee you had about 4 guys on him, Vance, and I'll be darned if he didn't almost drive for that first down. So big defensive stand by the Bearcats. You said it looked like miscommunication on Scott Central's part. So Forrest will get the ball back, trying to get that momentum, Vance, and we look good on offense. And so far, 2 early fumbles have been the key to Scott Central's 6-0 lead right now.
37-yard line, which is about where they've started all their drives. Levatus Lyles back at quarterback, 4 wide receiver sets. Ronnie Patrick was running back. Levatus wants to throw, trying to find an open man, throws it across the middle into traffic, but is caught that time by, looks like Chase McClendon. Not Chase McClendon. Is that Chase?
Vance, I'm going to say
That is
number 8.
Number 8 is Zach Reed. First down catches. He carries it over midfield along the 47-yard line of Scott Central.
Boy, that was a zinger in there by Levatus Lyles. I mean, that was no fear right there as he split defenders, went right in between there. Excellent pass right there, and Forrest coming out with a little passing attack.
Levatus had some zip on that ball that we haven't seen much of that play, and that worked great as Levatus threw it right across the middle. Full wide receiver set again, this time for the Bearcats. Levatus wants to throw again, looking downfield, throws it deep downfield, has a man open just over the outstretched hands of Zach Reed. As good play that time as he had him open, just overshot him a little bit.
Hey, Reed.
Wide receivers to the near side. Ronnie Patrick in the backfield with Levatus, stays in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, wants to throw again, fakes the quick screen, throws it out to Marshall Jones along the sideline as he is taken off his feet after he picked up of about 3 on the play. Good play that time, but Marshall unable to break the tackle. He had one man to beat, and he got him down.
He did. I tell you, that's one thing I've been impressed with Scott Central is they are wrapping up, making the tackle while they're there. The big third down now for Forrest. They're going to be facing about third down and a short 7, long 6 to get the first down. And Vance, Forrest is in a big first down right here. They need it bad.
The 3rd and 6, 2:03 left to go in this first quarter of play. Scott Central leads 6-0. We've got trip wide receivers to the near side again as Levatus takes a snap. Going to throw again. Pressure coming this time as he sets up the screen. Catch to Zach Reed, but he is short of the first down up along the 42-yard line. It's a good play, but just unable to get the yardage needed, Jason.
What do you do here? I almost say punt, play the field position, and keep playing it. But it looks like Forrest is going to go for it right here. So this is going to be huge on Forest Park. Coaches rolling the dice early against Scott Central.
It is. This faith in your defense is what this is. This is fourth and a long 5 for your Bearcats. Is even getting them to jump off sides won't give you the first down. But Levatus will go under center this time. I formation, 2 wide receiver sets. Quillian Jones and Ronnie Patrick in the backfield. Levatus looking for a hard count. Now they're going to call timeout. So it was just a little bit of trickery trying to get 5 yards, but even the 5 yards wouldn't have got them the first down. So kind of curious play that time. We got 1:04 left to go in the first quarters. We got a timeout, and we're going to take one also. This is the Bearcat Gridiron Show, WQST 850 AM. Robert Lee Williams set the punt for your Bearcats. Takes the ball along his 40-yard line. Kicks a good kick to the far sideline, and that ball's going to carry out of bounds along the 10, 11, 12-yard line is where that ball is going to be spotted. With 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play, Scott Central will start their 3rd drive of the night from the 11-yard of their own 11-yard line. Scott Central on the 12-yard line as McGee will go under center. He's got Ficklin and Wagner in the backfield. McGee takes the snap to give to Ficklin as he's trying to turn the corner. Does turn the corner, finds running room, carries it up over the 20-yard line. Going to be spotted just shy of the 21-yard line. Close to first down territory. Is just going to bring up 2nd and short now.
See, I tell you what, Scott Central is just doing an excellent job of getting their hats on the Forest defenders and moving them out of the way. And Scott Central running backs not getting hit till about 7, 8 yards till they get back into our defenders. So Forrest's going to have to tighten up along that defensive front.
So 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Last play of the first quarter this time as McGee goes under center. Takes the snap. Give to Brown as he's quickly hit and taken down. I believe he's going to get forward progress. Going to be close to first down. Looks like they're spotting him along the 22-yard line. It's going to be near first down yardage. Just see where they are.
It's going to be about 3rd and inches, looks like for Scott Central. Into the first quarter, Vance. Scott Central leading 6-0.
So we'll switch sides now, and we're going to send it back, take a 60-second timeout, send it back to WQST. This is the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. McGee, your quarterback, will go under center. He's got Ficklin in the backfield along with Wagner. The give is to Ficklin around the side as he's wrapped up and taken down, but not until after he falls forward for a pickup of a good 4 yards on the play.
Good, powerful runners, Vance, by Scott Central. And if you'll know, every year you're going to see them somewhere around the powerlifting elite into A, and so that you can see them just driving their legs and moving Forrest back on the initial hit. So Forrest going to have to gain tackle, get wrapped around there as they pick up 5 yards again.
2nd and 5 now for Scott Central as McGee will go under center. He's got Ficklin and Wagner in the backfield. Got one wide receiver to the near side. That's Stowers. Ficklin wants to throw this time. Stowers turns to the flag route to the near side. Well overthrown, as unable to connect on that time as McGee tried to connect to Stowers down the near sideline. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5, Jason.
So 3rd and 5, Scott Central doing an uncharacteristic pass as they've had a good job running, and they have drove the ball straight at us. And now, as Van said, it'll be 3rd and 5. Huge 3rd down for the Bearcats, and this is what you punt for right here to get that field position. So if Forrest can stop them right here, that punt will pay dividends.
11:15 left to go in this first half of play. Scott Central facing 3rd and 5 now as McGee will go under center. A little confusion over there on the chain gang. I believe that's Corbin Hollingsworth running the down marker, Jason. One of our sponsors tonight, be sure to catch his auction on September the 29th, last Saturday of the month. McGee goes under center. Got a lot of movement on the line. No flags come out. Is quickly taken down by the Bearcats. I believe that is number 56, Keelan Johnson, in on the tackle.
Also 50, Drew Evans in there. Drew's having a big night. Big sophomore getting in there and making some tackles. I've seen him make 2 initial hits on the drive to stop Scott Central. Now Scott Central going to be in a punting situation, Vance. I don't see the punting team come out on the field. So interesting as I would say Forrest is going to decline this, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they're I don't know if it's a declinable penalty. It's supposed to stop the play. I knew there was movement on the line, and it did stop them. It's going to back them up. It's not a declinable penalty because it wasn't supposed to be a play.
So good break for Scott Central.
Good break for Scott Central is going to bring up 3rd and 10 now instead of 4th and 5. Like I said, I knew I saw movement on the line. I didn't see the flag come out, but it did come out, and they were unable to stop the play before it started. 11:07 left to go in this first half of play. Scott Central now facing 3rd and 11 this time. Ball spotted back along the 21-yard line. They need the 32 for the first down. McGee goes under center. You got Ficklin and Wagner in the backfield. Snap. McGee wants to throw. Has a man down the near sideline. Going to be almost. It is picked off. In and out of the hands of Lovatis, picked up by Juwan Moore, who's taken down along the 32-yard line as Lovatis jumped up, did a little tip drill, and Juwan Moore right there to pick it off, Jason.
Big play by the Bearcats. Now they're right back in business. That'll get that momentum swing we talked about. Is so big in this game. And as you said, good heads-up play by Juwan Moore being right there at the right time, picking up the ball. So Bearcats going to get excellent field position, looking to put some points on the board.
So 10:56 left to go in the first half of play. Bearcats will start out 1st and 10, best field position of the night, as they are on Scott Central's 32-yard line. They're going to come out in a 4 wide receiver set with Marshall Jones and Mark Hawkins on the near sideline. Zachary, Chase McClendon on the far sideline. Rolling out the pitch to Ronnie Patrick, who's hit in the backfield. Fall forward, but a loss of 2 as they tried to run the option, but they were Scott Central Rebels all in the backfield that time, Jason.
I tell you what, they're not giving up anything on the run. We're going to have to get some blockers out there on those guys because they're sitting right there waiting on the pitch man, and they're right there not letting us go anywhere. Ronnie had nowhere to go. As I talked about before, Scott Central doing a good job of making the tackle on the initial hit.
Right, they're great open field tacklers as they are taking down everybody they can get their hands on. As Lovatis stays in 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation, Mark Hawkins comes in motion. The fake to Ronnie Patrick, and Lovatis turns the corner trying to find running room as he bounced inside, turned it on the outside, and is going to be taken down for another loss on the play. This is going to back them up just short of the 35-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and a good 12 yards here, Jason.
Wow, Scott Central defense doing a good job of just stuffing them right here as Bearcats have opportunities right now to put some points on the board, but Scott Central not giving up anything. They're just stingy all the way. So Forrest. Huge third down situation. I'd almost say now in a passing situation.
Well, one thing is we're in 4-down territory. If we can pick up another 10 yards, we've got a chance to kick a field goal just to get some points on the board, but we are in 4-down territory for sure. His ball is spotted on the 34. Lovatis got tripped, wide receivers to the far side. Ronnie Patrick in the backfield. Quick pass this time to Mark Hawkins. As he catches it, turns the corner, has the first down along the sideline, inside the 20-yard line, still on his feet along the 10. Going to be taken down along the 10-yard line. How about that run by Mark Hawkins, Jason?
Did a good job, boy. He had the burners on that time as he caught it right around that sideline and just took off. Big first down by the Bearcats, and this is a whole new Bearcat attack that we're seeing right here. Instead of the run, Lovatis getting comfortable back there in the pass, making some passes. So looks like Forrest is going to be leaning on the pass tonight.
Mark Hawkins on the wide receiver screen had two good blockers in front of him, and he streaked it down the sideline. Inside or close to the 10-yard line. 9:12 left to go in the first half as we come out in the I formation with Quillian Jones and Ronnie Patrick to give to, excuse me, that's not Ronnie Patrick. Who is that? Is that LaPaul?
I believe
no,
that was Ronnie.
That is Ronnie Patrick. No gain on the play, though, as he's quickly taken down along the line of scrimmage. 8:57 left to go in the first half. Bearcats facing 2nd and 10 now, trailing Scott Central 6-0.
And I tell you what, Scott Central just a stingy defense. There's nowhere to go on the run, so Forrest is kind of getting in a one formation set, which would be passing.
I formation for you, Bearcats. Quillian Jones and Ronnie Patrick in the backfield. Fake to give. Ronnie Patrick keeps it, stays on his feet inside the 5, taken down along the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up third and 5 now for the Bearcats. It looks like they can pick up the first down along the 1-yard line without getting in. So 3rd and 5, or give him a long 4 for the Bearcats. Is Ronnie Patrick. It looked like a little miscommunication.
That was Lovatis.
What did I say? Ronnie? Yeah, excuse me. Lovatis, keeper on the play. It looked like miscommunication with him and Ronnie Patrick. As Ronnie checks out of the game, the Bull, LaPaul Blaylock, checks into the game. As Bearcats will stay in the I formation, Quillian Jones and LaPaul Blaylock in the backfield. You've got Chase McClendon and Zach Reed, your 2 wide receivers. The snap and the give this time. The bull will play into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. The Bearcats get their first points of the night. 7:45 left to go in this first half of play. LaPaul Blaylock checks into the game and quickly scores his first points of the night.
I tell you what, he ran with authority that time, going straight up the middle. Wasn't going to be denied, wasn't going to be stopped. Good job by the offensive line, as he really didn't even get touched till he got in the end zone. So excellent job by the offensive line. Forrest looking to take a 1-point lead as they're right back in this ball game.
Juan Rodriguez doing the kicking duties for the Bearcats has been pretty solid this year on extra point attempts. As the hold for the Bearcats, that is number 12, Nathan Reynolds, your holder, as he awaits the snap. Good snap. Hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Bearcats take the first lead of the night, 7-6 over Scott Central, as their extra point is good. So we're going to send it back to WQST from a 60-second word from our sponsors. This is the Bearcat Gridiron Show, WQST 850 AM. 7:45 left to go in the first half. Bearcats just got their first points of the night and lead 7-6 against Scott Central as Robert Lee Williams kicks with Scribbler down the middle, carries over the 20, the 15, taken along the 15 by number 1 for Scott Central, as he's going to be quickly taken down by number 6 for you Bearcats. That is Pinkston, Josh Pinkston on the tackle for the Bearcats. Kent McGee, your junior running back for Scott Central, on the return for Chris Ficklin, last week's Popeyes player of the game against the Carthage. So McGee takes a snap, miscommunications, he turns out, and who's he give it to? Where's the ball at, Jason?
Well, we got 21 right there on the tackle. Antoine Shepard making a big hit, wrapping up and driving him back. So not much gain there for Scott Central, as he handed off to his running back. Looked like the quarterback went around the end, but the running back did get the ball, and he was stuffed by Antoine Shepard.
Give credit to Antoine Shepard. He might have been the only person that knew where the football was, because I didn't have a clue. McGee looked like he had some miscommunication. I couldn't tell if he handled it off or just ran into somebody. As he turned to go out the outside, he didn't have the ball with him. 2nd and 10 now for Scott Central. McGee goes under center. Got Ficklin and Wagner in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, wants to throw, has a man streaking up the middle. Wide open up the middle of the field was number 3, Javante Brown, but unable to connect is the quarterback McGee, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now from Scott Central's own 24-yard line. The center, he's got 1 wide receiver. 2 men in the backfield is Wagner and Ficklin. McGee takes a snap, gives it to Wagner as he finds a hole, finds some running room, but it's quickly taken down along the 29-yard line. Short of the first down, that's going to bring out the punting unit, Jason. Good stop by the defense.
Good stop by LaPaul the Bull. Blaylock, 21, Antoine Shepard stuffing him right up the middle, reading that play to perfection and putting him right up the middle. So now 3rd down for Scott Central. Now you talk about a field position game. Forest starting to win that battle of field position, and that'll play huge in this ball game.
Scott Central will be punting. Ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. Back deep to receive for the Bearcats is Levatus Lyles, standing right now along his 45-yard line. The punter for Scott Central is Deontay Brown, junior tailback, standing on his own 15-yard line awaiting the snap. Good snap. The kick is away. Good high kick. Carries it to the 40-yard line where it's taken by Levatus, who has a little running room over the 45, the 50, the 45, down the sidelines before he steps out of bounds, stepped out of bounds along the 45-yard line of Scott Central.
Big block by 33, Juwan Moore to free up that return by Levatus Lyles. Levatus cut the corner, picked up about, as you said, 15 yards right there. It's a good run, good catch by Levatus, and Forrest is right back in business. Good field position, sitting right around the Scott Central 43-yard line, 44-yard line. So Forrest with good field position opportunity here for the Bearcats to put some more points on the board.
Ball is spotted just over the 44-yard line. 5:46 left to go in this first half of play. As your Bearcats come out in looks like a 4 wide receiver set. We got a timeout on the field. We're going to take one also. You're listening to the Bearcat Gridiron Show on www.850am.wqst.com. First half of play, Bearcats come out starting this drive in Scott Central territory on the 44-yard line. Levatus shotgun formation. Ronnie Patrick in the backfield. 4 wide receiver sets. Snap, the swing pass to Ronnie Patrick as he's turning the corner over the 40, taken down along the 36-yard line. Late flag comes out from way back there as we've got an injured player on the field.
Looks like number 8, Pinkston, is,
Zach Reed, number 8. He's just a little slow to get up. Not sure what the flag is as it come back from deep in the backfield. Holding against the Bearcats, and that's going to negate that down right there, Jason.
Yeah, in a tight game like this, these penalties right there can really play a huge factor in a game that's going to be a tight ball game, hard-fought ball game. So tough penalty for the Bearcats. Going to back them up 10 yards and facing.
Be 1st and 15.
Yeah, 1st and 15.
Make it 1st, and we were about 17 as it took it all the way back into Bearcat territory along the 49-yard line. They're going to need the 34-yard line for the 1st. So that is going to be a good 15, 16, 17 yards. So Levatus Lyles, 3 wide receiver set to the far side, 1 lone receiver this side. Marshall Jones to the near side. Throw over the middle, wide open, is caught by number 8, Zach Reed. His good catch that time is he had 1 man to beat, and he would have scored, Jason.
You're exactly right. Good tackle by Scott Central, but excellent catch. Zach Reed having a big night. Levatus Lyles throwing the ball with authority and getting the first down. I tell you, Levatus doing excellent job zipping that ball in there, making good throws. Bearcat offensive line looking as good as I've ever seen them pass blocking. So big play by the Bearcats.
Some of the best passes we've seen all year long from Levatus as he streaked that one over the middle of the field. Just perfect. Caught Zach Reed right in stride over the middle of the field as he carries it up to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 2 now for the Bearcats. Under center I formation to give to Ronnie Patrick, who is met in the backfield by number 52, Xavier Triplett, the junior linebacker for Scott Central, as he puts a lick on him.
Boy, with authority. That was one of the best licks I've seen all season long, is Xavier Triplett coming in there with authority, hitting us, backing us up, forcing us into a huge 3rd down and 4. We're sitting 2nd and 2, now 3rd and 4 for the Bearcats.
I've always been told you don't have to see a good tackle. All you got to do is hear it, and we heard that one, Jason.
I guarantee you.
He put a lick on him that time. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for you Bearcats, as they're going to go back to shotgun formation and 4 wide receiver set. It's been working well for them tonight as Ronnie Patrick and Levatus Lyles are in the backfield. Mark Hawkins goes in motion to give to Ronnie Patrick. Turns it up the middle, close to first down territory as he gets it over the 34-yard line. Looks like he's going to be just short of the 33, depending on the spot.
Vance,
I believe that's first down, Jason.
I believe you're right. It's going to be a big first down for the Bearcats. Keep them in business. They're driving in Scott Central territory now, working their way deep into Scott Central territory, getting right around the 34-yard line. So should be a first down for the Bearcats, but the Zebra Stripes looks like they're going to study this one for a minute.
The Bearcats, the touchdown by LaPaul Blaylock. Lovato shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set this time, 1 to the near side, 2 to the far side. High snap, Lovato back to throw, throws it up the middle of the field, has a streaking man wide open, just tipped out of the hands of Juwan Moore as he was standing in the end zone waiting on that one. And number 6 for Scott Central, Kenneth Barlow, able to get his just tips of his fingers on it to knock it offline.
I tell you what, Forrest, looks like they have some guys open that they can make these passes to. And Lovato, as good as he's looking tonight throwing the ball, we're just right there, just a few inches off, a few inches higher. We got a touchdown. So Bearcats got some openings in this Rebel defense on the pass.
To see if that pass will set up our run for us, as you got Ronnie Patrick in the backfield with Lovato, 4 wide receiver sets. You got, looks like Josh Pinkston and Juwan Moore on the near side. It looks like we've got another timeout on the field. 3:36 left to go in the first half. We'll take one also. This is the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM. Wide receiver set, 4 wide receiver set for the Bearcats. Man in motion is Mark Hawkins. Lovato takes a snap, run the option, inside pitch to Ronnie Patrick, who's hit, stays on his feet, still going as he carries it inside the 25-yard line down to the 22-yard line. Going to be close to first down territory. Big run that time by Ronnie Patrick as he's hit at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, keeps driving, and moves forward for a pickup of a good 9 yards, maybe 10 yards on the play.
You're exactly right, Vance. That was all Ronnie Patrick right there. The bruiser going right up the middle, doing a little spin move, picking up the, it's going to be second down in inches for the Bearcats. A big run by Ronnie Patrick. Third down, excuse me.
Third down in inches because at the incompletion on the first play. 3:26 left to go in this first half of play. Looks like they want to bring the chains back out and measure this one too, Jason. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I would say this would be he's going to give it a first down by the look. So first down Bearcats. We're in business driving, picking up the first down on a big play by Ronnie Patrick, going right up the middle, going to the heart of this Scott Central defense.
10-yard run by Ronnie Patrick. Picks up the first down along the 23-yard line. 4 wide receiver sets again. Mark Hawkins goes in motion. Lovato takes a snap. Going to run the inside pitch again. Same play as Ronnie Patrick stays on his feet. Ball comes out. Scott Central says they have it.
Huge play.
That will be the 3rd fumble of the night for the Bearcats. Let's see what happens when they sort this pile out. Scott Central still saying they've got it.
And I believe they do, Vance, and this is going to play big for Scott Central as Bearcats are driving, looking good. But that's what you're afraid of. They're fighting, tussling for that ball down the middle. But now they're going to throw a flag.
Got a flag out on the play now.
So I don't know what's going to happen here, Vance, but it does appear Scott Central does have the ball. And, you know, that play looks good, and it's an excellent play, but those are the kind of things you run in when you're going right up there and pitching. That play is looking good, Forrest moving the ball, but that play cost them as they fumbled the ball, got a Scott Central defender down on the field.
They're fighting for the ball on a fumble. It's hard to believe there's a penalty in there, but there obviously was. Personal foul. As Scott Central starts out now, 1st and 10. McGee goes under center. Got Wagner and Ficklin in the backfield. The handoff is to Wagner, who's hit, falls forward, is still on his feet, carries it up close to the 30-yard line. Pickup of a good 5 yards on the carry. Ball is going to be spotted along the, looks like the 27-yard line is where they finally spot it, giving forward progress as he's hit and knocked back. Going to bring up 2nd and a short 5 now for Scott Central. 2:40 left to go in this first half of play. Bearcat defense desperately needing to stop after another costly turnover when they were in scoring position. Like I said, we were in field goal range at the least. McGee goes under center. Wagner, Ficklin in the backfield. Got 1 wide receiver to the near side. The handoff to Wagner again, who's tripped up in the backfield and taken down along the 30-yard line. Short of the first down, going to bring up 3rd and about 2.
Now with 2:11 left on the clock, Scott Central probably going to start working some timeouts here as they're running the ball. So clock ticking, 2:04. The clock is our friend right now as we want to go in this halftime with a 7-6 lead, but Scott Central with the ball looking to put some points on the board.
All right, you got Wagner and the Ficklin in the backfield. McGee, your quarterback. 3rd and a short 2 with 1:48 left to go in this first half of play. McGee goes under center, takes a snap, gives it to Ficklin, who is hit and driven back. He's going to be close to the first down. Big LaPaul Blaylock, number 5, in on the tackle. I'm not sure if the ball come out. The ball came out. Bearcat player is holding the ball, but I'm not sure when it come out.
It looks like they're going to give him the initial surge, Vance. It might be a first down. This is going to be a huge spot right here. It's going to probably be a measurement for Scott Central, and they're deep in their own territory, so it'd be interesting if it is fourth down just to see what they would do. But either way, it'll probably be like fourth and inches.
Ball spotted just over the 31-yard line, and it is a first down, Scott Central. So 1:34 left to go in the first half of play. Scott Central gets their first down. Bearcats leading 7-6. Bearcat defense trying to make a stop here. Keep the lead going into half as that clock is steadily ticking. 1:24 left to go in this first half of play. McGee comes out. It's going to go under center again. Ficklin, Wagner in the backfield. One wide receiver to the far side. Looks like Scott Central's allowing the clock to run down as much as they can. Want to keep this potent Bearcat offense off the field. The give is to Wagner. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward to the 34-yard line. Under a minute left to go. It looks like Scott Central is content with going in with a 1-point deficit, Jason.
I'm very surprised at Scott Central's move here to go in 7-6 at halftime. I guess their thinking is they get the ball after halftime, but you would think they would take a few shots at this Bearcat defense, but with an early interception by the Bearcats, might be a little bit scared to take the shot.
Looks like we got a referee's calling for a timeout on the field. They're stopping the clock. Now they start it back. 42 seconds left to go in this first half of play. McGee goes under center. 2 men in the backfield. The give this time is to Ficklin, who's hit at the line, trying to turn the corner, stays on his feet. His host of Bearcats taking him down. Drew Evans, one of the first ones to make the hit. Under 25 seconds, as that might be the last play of the first half.
You know, they call a timeout here, which is surprising. Scott Central called the timeout. Did not look like they were wanting to stop this clock and keep things going, so it appears Scott Central going to take a few more shots at it, but Vance, they were not very good with the game clock. I mean, it just steadily ran down, never looked to be in a hurry, so I don't know what Scott Central's plan is here.
It looks like they might have stopped the clock down there, get one last play off or something like that to make sure. They might toss one to the end zone this time or do something different just to try and take a shot at it to make sure the Bearcats didn't have time left on the clock to come back if they didn't get the first down. But we're going to take this second to go through some of our sponsors again. We got Max Plumbing, Bowles Marketplace, Popeyes, who's sponsoring our player of the game tonight, Precision Auto Parts, Forest Insurance Agency, Tracy Arnder, Central Mississippi Glass, Dr. Howard Clark, Hollingsworth Enterprise. They've got an auction September the 29th. Napa of Forest, Barney and Mott's Furniture. We want to thank those people for helping to bring this game to you, being broadcast live over the internet on www.850am.wqst.com. 24 seconds left to go in the first half of plays. McGee goes under center, takes a snap, rolls out, wants to throw. Got 2 men going down the field. Short pass, is caught on his knees. Picks up the first down with 19 seconds left to go along the 45-yard line. So they pick up the first down, which stops the clock as they move the change. Scott Central getting reset. Looks like they got another timeout. As Coach Bounds is getting his plays in to his players. We'll keep it here. Some of our Gridiron Show sponsors that we want to thank that's done a good job to bring this Gridiron Show to us. One of the major contributors to all Bearcat Sports is Community Bank, Randy D. Easom, Reynolds Dental Practice, King Lumber Company, Farm Bureau Insurance, Forest Rotary Club, Holiday Inn Express, Dr. Charles D. Lee, Western Auto, the Citizens Bank, Vic Harrell Construction, Price & Company, PA, General Services Company, Bank of Forest, Rick B. Clark, Attorney, Forest Animal Hospital, Bancorp South, James E. Wright, Bradley M. Thompson, Ottenlee Funeral Homes, Forest Wireless, David Jones Construction, Midstate Auto Parts, Mike Talbert and Keith Wyndham, Forest Insurance Agency, Tony Chance and Company, Capital Oil Incorporated, G. Stanley Roberts, John B. Smith Jr., R. Douglas Woods, Andy Sistrunk, Duraquip Metal Equipment, and we'll get to the rest of those after a while. There's 19 seconds left to go in this first half of play. McGee goes under center, got 2 wide receivers split forward to the side as McGee will take the snap, rolls back, wants to throw, looks across the middle of the field, intercepted, caught by Antoine Shepard as he carries it over midfield, still on his feet, taken down with 11 seconds left to go in this first half of play. there. The clock stops with 8 seconds left to go as the Bearcats look like they'll have one play to run, Jason.
Hey, you know.
4 wide receiver sets. Lovatis in the backfield with Ronnie Patrick. Man in motion is Mark Hawkins. Brings trips to this side. Pump fake. Throws it deep up the field. Got Mark Hawkins short, but that one's going to be intercepted. And that will be the end of the first half of play as he's taken down at the 27-yard line. So, Bearcats hold on to a 7-6 lead in the first half of play against Scott Central as both teams head into the locker room. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout word from our sponsors and we get ready for our halftime show. This is the Bearcat Gridiron Show on WQST 850 AM.
This year's theme in Forest, Mississippi. We start this year's show with music from The Who, and the theme from the original.